Hello, welcome to the video on the trade setup of Akshayapatra advisory. This is the setup you will see every day when we come on live in YouTube on market days from morning 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Using this setup, one will be able to take positions in options on Nifty on intraday basis, and our aim is to provide a setup which will assist the viewers to appropriately time the entry and exits of the options. So let us get into the setup now. So this is a busy chart. So let me take you through one by one. Basically, this chart is a 5-minute chart time frame, and the candles that we use are Ekinashi candles. The reason why we use Ekinashi candles is it reduces, it in fact eliminates the noises, and we have a clear trend based on the Ekinashi candles where the Nifty is moving. One can very clearly say once it makes starts to make red candles, the momentum is shifting to downwards. So that and also intrabar noises is totally eliminated when we use the Ekinashi candle. And then what we see is a yellow line. So this yellow line is basically an Akshayapatra advisory configured moving average line, which primarily indicates whether the Nifty is in long status or in short status. As long as the candles are above the yellow line, just a second. So as long as the candles are above the yellow line, you can see the Nifty is kind of on the upward movement. Once the candles come below the yellow line, you can see the trend is moving downwards. So along with the Ekinashi candles and this yellow line, one is able to clearly position where the Nifty is kind of moving. So if the candles go below, then the momentum is on the downward side or a bearish side, and if the candles are above the yellow line, then it is a bullish status. Then what we have is a chart here. This is basically top 10 stocks of NSE. Primarily, this constitutes 58% of the Nifty index. So when these shares are in buy mode or overall sell mode, which meaning either bullish or bearish, it means that no Nifty, 58% of the Nifty is in one particular direction. Of course, the balance 42% also has the impact. It's not that they don't have the impact, but primarily it gives us a view. And this overall is arrived after some four indicators on the back end. Okay, so that the final result of that is what is reflected here. Then we have pivots. Okay, basically the pivots that normally you will see many of the traders use. It always clearly says what is the resistance 1 and the resistance 2 and the support 1 and support 2 and the price CPR. So which helps us where the Nifty will get support. For example, where the resistance also come. One can see here as soon as you went to this particular line, which is near the pivot, the market started to go down. And also at the other lines, what you see in the charts is at the start of the day we mark up the previous day high and the previous day low, because these are all very important markers, because Nifty, whether it is crossing the previous day high, means there is a upward momentum in the day chart, because it is making higher high. Okay, and if the Nifty is making a lower low, then it means on the day chart Nifty is making a kind of a downward momentum. So the marking these are very important, and usually they become the support and Nifty tries to close above, and then this becomes a weak, etc. And the other lines that we also mark is the option rates upper limit and lower limit. This is kind of a rough calculation made on the option prices on the outstanding OI of CEP, where the maximum pain for the call raters or option raters. So this is also marked in the beginning of the day. So the once the max level, pain levels usually work as resistance in the top and support in the bottom. So that is also one thing we can see today. For example, today we can see very clearly it went down to this level and then the Nifty turned, also our yellow line turned, the candles also turned. This is the option rate, a slower limit. Okay, and then in the bottom of the chart what you see is the futures volume. The green is the net buyers volume, and if it is red it is net seller volume. Also the yellow line is a moving average. So any given bar, whether the total volume is above the last 14 period moving average, higher than moving average or not, for the 5 minute, is what this particular chart represents. This gives a view. You can see most of the time it corresponds. When you see a green a green large bar, you can see there is again a positive candle here. So here you can see there are green candles, and you can see again Nifty also green candle, because there are more buyers in futures, and that is why the Nifty is likely to be performing on the higher side. And last, then we also have a small table here which basically tells out what is the spot price and what is the futures price and what is the premium. The premium actually means that the future buyers are more bullish. The more the premium, more it is considered as bullish. If the premium is on negative side, then futures the people who are holding position in future have a negative view of the market. So that also it gives us a view. And last but not the least is the momentum indicator, which gives the signal where the Nifty is currently. So you can see that there is a box here, momentum meter. This has got a 6 indicator on the back end, and based on this signal only one can take a CE or a PE position. As long as it is long, if one has taken a CE position, can continue to hold as long as it is long here, and if it is short here, then you can shift from long to put. And there is a in between where the market is moving sideways, this will show as a neutral. So all this, probably once you join us, you will have more understanding how this whole thing can be used to take positions in options primarily. See, this momentum meter has almost 2 lagging indicators in which we got choices. We keep configuring that, and then 2 leading indicators, and then 2 wave trends. Collectively put together for the 5 minutes, it gives us a view where the Nifty is, whether it is in long, it is in neutral, or in short position. So this is what is the whole setup. Please do join us so that you'll have more and more clarity. And the whole idea is to give the viewer, by looking at one chart, should be able to take the positions and win, have more and more win ratio trades. Thank you.